Hello friends, VisionCrypto channel. My name is Arian and my channel is all about crypto and chart analysis explained as simply as possible. In today's video, we want to talk about Algorand. Algorand is a coin that many have already written off and, in fact, has not been on the radar of many. But Algorand has actually managed to triple in value within November, that is, in just 2 or 3 weeks. And it seems as if it is rising from the dead. I have already read in one or another forum that prices of $10 and more are being called out again. And the question that arises is, can Algorand reach $10? I say yes. Will it manage to reach $10 in this bull run? You will find out exactly that in the video, and you definitely need to watch the video until the end. Because in my opinion, there is a huge danger with Algorand. Hype will overcome reason. Why that is the case, we will take a look at now, because we will start here with the last bull run. Algorand really developed very well there, and even had a high of 2.83. We were allowed to start from 0.10, so a very decent return. The problem and the pitfall with Algorand is as follows. After this bull run, of course, a correction comes, just as it should for any price. The big but is that we have a structural invalidation here. This means that Algorand has fallen below the low of the last bull run. So we were here at 0.10 and then went below that, reaching a low of around 8.6 cents, and that is a structural break. This means that in the next bull run, there will be no all-time high, but one must prepare for falling prices. I already mentioned this in my video. It was probably over a year ago. So back in August, September 2023, I made the video and pointed out that there is no new all-time high. Of course, when a coin makes so much return within a month, the question arises, maybe there is indeed a completely new hype, especially regarding Trump and the plans he has during his upcoming term. The consideration is already there. Okay, maybe things look quite different. Fundamentally, it can always happen that a chart develops completely against any structure. But the current state of the price looks different. One must always keep in mind that a chart also needs to breathe, meaning that one must always adapt to the circumstances. And according to the current chart picture, it looks as follows. We have this structural break, and that means we have a count that should proceed as follows. After this top here, we have built a wave 1 down. So just as we normally have upwards, now comes a wave 2, which is 3-part, in a wave A, B, and C to the second wave. After that, there is a strong decline into wave 3. This is only represented schematically, so please do not orient yourself to these price targets here. Subsequently, there is another wave 4 and then a wave 5. And only when this structure down here is completed does Algorand have the chance to rise again, and then nothing stands in the way of a new all-time high, of course. Now, I would like to take a look at the short-term time frame with you to see how far the price could still rise and what the first indications might be that the price could take a completely different turn. For this, I will now switch to the daily chart. If you don't want to be transparent with the tax office, it means that they shouldn't have all your data in the crypto area, and you also don't feel like identifying yourself for hours and submitting documents. And if you want to trade your favorite coins without the EU saying, but not this coin because we don't like it, then you might also need an exchange where that is not the case. In 2001, I personally trade on CoinEx and use the freedoms that I want to have. What you need to register is an email address and a password of your choice, and then you are registered and can trade freely. You can deposit euros, and instead of fewer, you get more coins. The fees are moderate, and those who register now can receive up to $100 welcome bonus. Do it like I did. Go to CoinEx and sign up. And then let's take another look at this. Since the current bear market low here, we had a 5-part upward movement, which is a wave A. After that, we went down into a wave B, and now we have this wave C going up, which is being formed in 5 parts again. And I currently see it this way. that we are starting a wave 1 here at the low of wave B, so at the beginning of August 2024. Here we have early November, so before the start, this strong increase, a wave second 1000. We are currently in wave 3, which has already risen very, very high. Because the first target of wave C, meaning when all 5 waves are complete, would be here at $5.30, but we are already above that, which is fundamentally positive. When this rise is over, we will correct again into wave 4 and then move into wave 5 to complete the overarching wave C and the multi-year cycle wave 2. The question is, of course, where is the price going now? Here, 2 different Fibonacci reversal areas overlap. This area here at the top, which I will mark yellow, indicates how far a wave 2 may correct, in this case upwards. And this blue pattern is slightly the price target and reversal area of wave C. And here there are overlaps. This means practically from the level of the Fibonacci at 0.47, we would have the beginning of the overlap, and the entire overlap runs up to the Fibonacci of this wave C, which would then run very far upwards. This means we would have a price target of approximately 0.81 in this price range, which should potentially complete wave C before we come back to selling off. If we manage to surpass the 1.6 Fibonacci level, meaning above 0.81, then the probability increases that the price will indeed build a higher price. But we can only be absolutely sure that we will become bullish if we break the Fibonacci at 123. So starting from 81, one can begin to have hope, but must be prepared for the price to still turn. And at 123, one can then be sure, okay, we have a different count, because then this count is invalidated by this 5-part downward movement, and one must take another look at the chart fundamentally. As long as that doesn't occur, I stick to the thesis that we will sell off here and am preparing accordingly. For you, once again for repetition, I suspect that we will turn between 0.47 and 0.81. For that, a corrective wave is still needed after wave 3 into wave 4. When we start to correct wave 3 here, I will let you know, and then I can also give you a price target for wave 4, how far we will go down. That's why I recommend you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything, and then the final rise into wave 5 will come, which also has 5 small subwaves, just like we have here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have that again in a smaller progression here upwards. And then we will have clarity on how the chart of Algorand will continue. At the moment, as I am preparing for a sell-off, I will first wait for the correction of wave 4, and then we will go into wave 5. At that point, I will set a stop loss, which I will adjust accordingly, because of course I also don't know exactly when the price should turn. If I adjust the stop loss, I also have the option to say, okay, the price continues to rise and might even go above 1.23. But I wasn't stopped out because I am practically adjusting my stop loss with a corresponding distance, and if the price does turn unexpectedly, then I might not have sold at the top, which is very difficult anyway, but I can still exit with a relatively large profit. Yes, that is my assessment of Algorand for now. Please write in the comments how you see the whole thing. Do you think that due to the current political situation surrounding Trump, the Algorand price might unexpectedly take a bullish turn? Or do you also assume, as I currently do, that Algorand will sell off after this high here and will not play a significant role in the current bull market? I hope there were some exciting pieces of information for you in today's video. If that's the case, feel free to leave a thumbs up on the video, write me a short comment, or maybe just a little smiley. That would boost the algorithm and be good for the channel. And I would like to point out that another exciting chart analysis awaits you in the credits. I wish you a nice time until the next video, and goodbye.